Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my channel. More Dancing with the Stars stuff. We're going to be talking about each of the couples, and today I'm joined by a special guest, Jojo.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey guys, my name is Jojo. I you can follow me on Twitter at Jojo that one. And I have a podcast called the Say What Now podcast, and I talk about all things Dancing with the Stars. And this season, I'm actually going to review Strictly Come Dancing as well. So
Ooh.
I'm doing them simultaneously, like back to back. And I'm always looking for rotating co-hosts throughout the week. So I'm sure I'm gonna ask Matthew to be on one of my weeks. But yeah, that's sort of my connection. I've been watching the show literally since like season three. Everybody in my family knows it's like my favorite show on
Hi,
television.
Joe.
Yeah, I used to be a dancer, and yeah, I'm just excited to talk about this season.
Before we do, I will be leaving a link to JoJo's podcast as well as her Twitter in the description below. Show her some love. She's amazing. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
And we're talking about this amazing cast. This cast is actually way better than I thought we would get, especially with the strike going on. Like,
Yes, I was telling him before that I feel like I have a lot of hot takes, so we'll see. The cast is good. They did say that we were going to get a lot of reality stars, so here we are. But there is some people I'm really excited
me
about, and some
too.
people that I had to phone in a friend to ask about. Let's just say that. So yeah.
I knew 12 of them.
Okay, see, yes, I knew five. I knew five on the list when I first saw it. Everybody else I either had to Google or ask somebody else
Yeah,
about, which is fine. But
exactly.
yeah, there's
That's
been
how
a
you know it's
lot
a
where
good
I'm
Dancing
like,
with the
oh my God.
Stars cast. That's how
Yeah.
you know it's when you have to Google some of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start with Tyson Begford. Yeah, and Jenna. What do you
Yeah.
think about them?
What?
What do you think about them?
I am really excited for Jenna. Jenna did an interview years ago. I cannot even remember where the interview was from, where she was like, or maybe it was an Instagram live, and she said, quote unquote, I really just want like a football player or a stud. And I feel like she finally got what she wanted. She got
Exactly.
she I was just talking to my sisters about this because I talked to them about all my Dancing with the Stars opinion. My opinion on Jenna has really evolved. I am like in this era where like I think I'm going to enjoy her so much more now that she's a like mom. I don't know. I just saw her on the GMA and I was like, "Oh my god, she looks so good." Like she looked so pretty with that dark hair. But anyways, Tyson is an OG. He was like back in my day of like America's Next Top Model days. Like this man was on the cover of everything. I would say like his relevance in the modeling world is sort of similar to Tyra Banks's. Uh,
Yeah.
Impact just it was everywhere. And I don't know, I think that this is really good for Jenna. I think that she hasn't really had a partner like this. So I am really excited to see what they do together. And I think that this is gonna be like the spicy couple of the season,
Yeah. There's
which
all
I
of them.
which I'm very excited about. Like Jenna usually never gets to have that arc, and I know that she has that in her. So I'm really, really excited for her to like, explore like that side.
I agree with that. Tyson is someone who I thought would have done the show years ago. I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just
Yeah.
someone that you're like, wait, he hasn't done it yet? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but I think he's gonna do good. He has Jenna, which is gonna help. I think middle of the week for like middle of the season for him, just because the cast is so strong that I don't think he will go as far as in the normal season, but we'll see.
Yeah, the only caveat I would say about that is I think that he is going to be a massive judge's favorite. And when I look at the judging panel, Carrie Ann and Bruno are going to love the heck
We're
out of
gonna need drool buckets,
yeah, so the fact that, as long as he can be, and I don't know if they're still doing the whole judges save
I
thing this
think
season,
so. I
but
think
if
so.
they are, then that shows me that he's going to have favorites throughout the season, or like he's going to be a favorite throughout the season. And I feel like he's only going to be competing against one other guy for like Carrie Ann's favorite heartthrob.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Up next, Sochi Gomez and Val. Now, this is my girlfriend's favorite couple. Like,
Okay.
like she knew, like my girlfriend Gabby knew nothing about her, and now she's in love with her.
Yeah.
She's definitely Lori Hernandez, Zendaya, like that type of vibe I get off her.
Yeah. I okay, I'm really excited for Zochi. This is the one of the ones I have to admit I had no idea who she was. But as soon as I said her name to my little sisters, they were like, "Oh, we know Zochi. We love her."
Aw.
And so that was like, okay, well then if that's the response, then she must be really dope. And they told me about her being on Doctor Strange, and I think she
Yep,
plays a Marvel character,
she
Miss
is a Marvel
Mary.
character.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's really exciting. I think that this will be a good couple. My only thing, and this is where it's like becomes a hot take, I need this to be Val's last season. I just feel like when he is on the cast, he takes up so much of like the votes and the attention and the social media presence that it's really hard for other pros that I think deserve it just as much to like make an impact. And I don't know. I just feel like every time you say Val Schmerikovsky's going to be on the cast, it's like, well, then he's going to make a final. Like, and
Yeah,
so after a while, and like I said, I've been a fan of this show since season 3. After a while, that sort of predictability becomes a little boring to me. Like you said, it's very reminiscent of Zendaya, Lori Hernandez. I personally, and again, this is just me, I personally want to compare her more to Zendaya.
same.
I liked Lori, but I think when I look back at routines that I go back constantly to rewatch, I definitely rewatch more of Zendaya's thing. But then again, it's like a complete different Val too. I saw this recap of these really cute people on Instagram, and they were doing like quick recaps, and they were like, "You girl, Zochi, you got to be careful with Val. He doesn't play around." I'm like, maybe like Val 5 years ago,
Yeah,
but Val
exactly.
now is like such a softie and does not
He's
bring
a father.
any. Yeah, he like does not bring any of the energy that he used to bring as far as like being that like intense
Yeah,
Ukrainian, guy.
exactly.
So yeah.
Something interesting about her. She said this is for 12-year-old me who watched Zendaya on Dancing with the Stars. She's
Oh, I love that. I didn't see that, but that's
so
so
I
cute.
could see her
She's
requesting.
17.
That was on Good Morning America. On their YouTube channel, they did like little clips of the
Oh,
stars.
okay.
Like, why are they here? Why are you enjoying the show?
Okay.
And that
Is
was
she
her reason.
17?
She's 17.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cute.
I'm surprised they got someone young. It's been a while since we had someone that young before. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's very
Sky, I think Sky was 18, but that was technically the
Guy
one.
had just turned 18 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
up next, Allison Hannigan and Sasha.
Yeah, this is another person who I had no idea about.
I
And
love
my
her.
sister has like she watches a lot of that stuff and she's like, "Oh, I know who that is." And I was like, "Okay, tell me about her." Uh and so she's like, "I did not think she would ever do Dancing with the Stars."
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really interesting comment. I think that this will be good for Sasha because he finally has somebody who will probably laugh with him, like,
Exactly.
and like make jokes and might even be funnier than him. So, I know that a lot of people give Sasha a lot of, hate, but I personally have zero issue with Sasha as far as like who he's been on the show. I can't speak for who he's been outside of it for, but who he's been on the show, I'm like, okay, Sasha's cool. But yeah, I think that this is probably gonna be like, it depends. I think that she has the power to do like a Kate
Yeah, Flannery.
yeah, Kate Flannery type of season. It just depends on Sasha's ability to like give her memorable routines. I think Sasha's problem a lot of the times is we see the same choreography
Yeah,
over
overall.
and over and over and over
Yeah.
again, no matter who his star is. And I think it would benefit him a lot more if he did things that were like focused on his celebrity alone. So I don't know. I think that if she can get memorable routines with memorable themes, I don't know any of the themes this season, but yeah, then I think that she can do maybe like a Kate Flannery effect and like really surprise people.
I agree with that. I'm curious. She's a one person with very big personality and very big
Yeah.
energy. It's just my worry is Sasha may not bring that out of her, and that's my big worry.
Yeah.
Like I know her video packages are going to be entertaining, and I know
Yeah.
her, but
Yeah.
let's see if that comes out on the dance floor. Um,
Hopefully.
Up next, Harry, Josie, and Riley. First off, love Riley is going to be a pro. I
I
love,
know.
and she was the same age Lindsay started too.
Mhm.
And here's something interesting: Harry is the same age as Lindsay's first partner in season 16.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of funny how they did that.
Yeah, I think I read that on Reddit somewhere. I have a lot of opinions on this one, but I want to hear what you think.
I don't know much about him. I don't know about him from people guessing who he was with Riley when the pictures came out. Like,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like, I still don't know much about him, but
Right.
I'm curious to see how he does. I'm more interested to see how Riley does as a teacher. That's what I'm more curious about. We've seen her dancing on
Right, right, right.
juniors, but that was more Lindsay teaching the choreography to
Right.
them. So I'm curious to see how Riley does on her own as a teacher.
Matthew, I could not agree with you more. However, I do know Harry Jousey and I know his history. So Harry Jousey is what I call like a reality TV show bleep. Like
Yeah.
this man loves reality TV. He first got his start on Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
Literally, his fame came because he was hot. He was like 6'3", Australian, and people didn't know how to act, so they just gave him all the followers. He had a really public relationship with this girl named Francesca
Okay.
that like was pretty much the very, it was like the equivalent of the Ariana Madix girl. Like it was just crazy.
Wow.
A lot of things went down, and then he like started going on other reality TV shows. He launched his own podcast. So I've seen Harry Jousey everywhere because I'm such a reality TV girl. I think it was really interesting that a guy whose sort of whole persona is all about sex, they put with like the newest, all American type of girl.
I have a theory on that, but I'll say it afterwards.
Yeah. However, what you said about Riley, I could not agree more with. If this I think if I root for this team, it'll be because of Riley. Like, I'm so proud of her and I adore her. Like we said, we've all seen her grow up since juniors. And I don't know, watching Lindsay's YouTube channel and watching Riley, she instantly is like the most likable,
I
most
agree.
relatable, most like she's so easy to like and root for. So I have no doubt in my mind that like the American public will love her. I think that she actually will do great as far as like choreographing and teaching. Uh, One of the things I saw and I read, and it's really true, is her skill level, obviously on a lower level, is very comparable to like Daniela's.
Yeah,
Riley is somebody who like she was not glitz and glamorified by Hollywood yet. This girl has spent her entire dance career training in like a competitive level, like
exactly.
competitions, like high level dancing. And Lindsay has said like Riley is by far the strongest dancer in their family. So I'm really rooting for Riley, and I think that she's gonna do it great, and I think she's gonna kill it. I think Harry is gonna get far only simply because people think he's handsome and hot. I think that if you don't know his past, I guess he's gonna be easy to root for, especially if you like Riley. For
Yeah,
someone like me, who knows Harry Chelsea, I'm like, I'll
yeah,
pass. Like, I'm like, how does a guy who literally is infamous for being the most trash boyfriend on the internet get like so much love? I'm watching Twitter as he's being announced, and I'm just like, do we all have selective amnesia? Like, what is going on? This
more
Harry
people.
Chelsea support is weird.
It's more people don't knowing who he is, and I love that he trolled some people on Twitter. Like it was him and Tyson. Like someone tweeted, "Oh, I want both of them
Oh
all
yeah,
come to
yeah,
me,"
yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah,
retweeted it. And I thought that
yeah,
was so funny. Um,
yeah.
but my theory on him is that he was a last minute replacement. Here's my because we
Okay.
because Kristen Bird said that three people had to drop out because of a moving to Tuesdays. So I think Riley had someone younger before, but they had to drop out because of the schedule.
Oh, okay,
Because
yeah.
Harry, while great, Harry, let's be honest here, could realistically be paired with any of the other pros. And like
Okay, that
Katie said before, Riley is there for a reason. I don't think Harry was the reason.
I agree with that. I think that when you look at Harry and sort of who he is, like the man literally could have been paired with anybody, and I think
Exactly.
that you would have had like I see him doing really well with like a Peta or a Sharna, and it's not
Same.
just because of the like Australian thing,
Yeah.
but I really do think that also like Peta and Sharna are like more on the taller side. Um,
Same.
and he's 6'3". So yeah, I think that like I said, and like you said, Harry will go far, but it'll be because people don't know who he is and his past.
Yeah,
And
maybe that's
I
better they don't.
Yeah, and it's maybe I think it's in his benefit that people don't really know him. Also, my prediction is he's gonna be so good at ballroom. I have a feeling like Harry, if pushed, will like kill a quick step
Yeah.
or like kill a tango. I think that he's got the height for it, and with Lindsay, I was gonna say Lindsay, with Riley's
Yeah.
choreography, I think that she will do a really beautiful ballroom dance on him.
I definitely can see that. I can see him stronger in ballroom than Latin. Like that's
Yeah,
the vibe I'm getting from him.
yeah.
Definitely like Joseph Baena type vibe, I think is the best way to
Mhm.
put it. Up next, Cherry Lawson and Artem. Artem has his second bachelorette.
Yeah.
Another girl. Um, first off, I knew who she was when she was announced, but I don't know much about her. Same
Yeah.
thing with like Harry. Like I know her, but I don't know her per se.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, Artem sometimes can do good choreography. It depends on the partner he gets. Like he's sometimes inconsistent.
Yeah. I think that Twitter especially makes it act like it's a crime to like speak bad about Artem, but it's like, okay, let's be real, people. I swear people are so fake. Like you guys did not care about Artem until he got paired with Caitlyn, and then all of a
Exactly.
sudden, like, all of a sudden he was your favorite. But I don't know. I also feel like this pairing does not make sense to me.
No.
When you think of personality wise, I'm like, what made you think that Charity's personality would fit well with Artem's? I don't know. But I think that we'll see how they do. I didn't watch Charity's season of The Bachelorette. I haven't watched The Bachelorette in years though, so to be fair, I didn't watch Gabby's either. So I didn't watch her season, so I don't really know what it is that will be like her selling point. I do know that I've had a really difficult time with the transition of bachelorettes from The Bachelorette to the show on Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars. I find that I like them so much more in their original seasons than I do on the show.
I get
A
that.
great example of that is Hannah Brown
Yeah,
and Gabby or sorry, not Gabby, Caitlin Bristow,
yeah,
in a sense of when Hannah was the Bachelorette. Oh my gosh, loved her down. I thought she was like she was the match that lit that show on fire, and you just couldn't take her eyes off her. But as soon as she transitioned into Dancing with the Stars, she just like gave off like spoiled brat energy. And I
yeah.
just didn't know where that was coming from because I was like, Hannah, what's going on? I liked you. Like, why are you doing this? We're all rooting for you. And then, same thing with Caitlin Bristow, where like I loved her to pieces because this is a girl
Yeah.
I've followed for so long, and knowing how much she wanted to be on the show of Dancing with the Stars. So when she finally got on it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is such an epic moment." Like she was going to be on the show but then couldn't. But then when she was on the show, I was like, kind of felt like she felt flat personality wise, and that made me really sad. So I don't know if I'm a fan. I read a lot of the comments on Instagram when Charity was announced, and everyone was like, "Okay, enough with the Bachelor and
Yeah,
Bachelorettes."
because it's like three in a row.
Yeah, and I think
I
that
understand
I
that.
agree with that. I think it's like, okay, it's enough already. Like, let's be real, that show is keeping ABC above float, but like nobody cares right now. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, I don't think that they should be doing it for much longer.
I agree. Maybe that'll change. I do have a theory they might do a spring season of Dance with the
They
Stars.
might do a what?
Spring season of Dance with the Stars.
Oh,
Maybe that's also why they put it to Tuesdays besides Monday Night Football to
yeah.
test the water, see if it still works on Tuesdays. Because they
Okay.
could still do American Idol, and then on Tuesdays will be Dance with the Stars.
Maybe that would be great. Hey, Dancing with the Stars 2 times in a year. Hey,
I would love that. We'll see. We'll talk about that a little more towards the end. Ariana Madix and Pasha. First
uh,
off, I know who she is. I think we all do. I
I
still know.
I know who she is. Like, how could you not?
Yeah.
Her story literally dominated. You know,
Joe Biden mentioned her during the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Like, do
that's
you know how big you have to be for that
I
to
that's
happen?
crazy. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how she does. We'll see. What she's about. Again, being with Pasha is a choice. I think they're trying to get him out there more, which
Yeah,
I'm not mad about at all. And yeah, I don't know. I wish I had a stronger opinion about this couple, but I really don't.
I do. Pasha, bless his heart, besides Kate, has not had good partners.
Yeah,
Let's be honest here.
yeah,
Personality wise, they all just like flat. Like,
yeah. Play flat.
but
Uh
Ariana's the complete polar opposite. So I think with Pasha's choreography and her personality, we might get something very good out of it.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. I did like Pasha with the girl from Bling Empire, Christine Chu or whatever.
Yeah,
It was hard because not a lot of people knew her, but
exactly.
I've seen them be friends outside of it. I'm like, oh my god, their relationship is so cute. But yeah, I agree with everything you said about that.
All right, Jason Mraz and Danielle. This is my couple. This is the one I'm rooting for.
Oh really?
I
Oh,
cannot believe they got him. Like I remember 6:30 in the morning when the celebrities leaked. I'm like, what? Like, how did they get him?
yeah. Speaking of, it's so funny because you were just talking about how Pasha has really not had a lot of good partners to work with. And then on the other hand, his wife, Daniela, is one female pro who's had like an A-list roster, girl.
I know, right?
I I've said it. I've gone on record saying it. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. It will be the hill that I go out on. Daniela was the best thing that happened to this show.
Agreed.
Hated this girl. She's probably my current favorite female pro. She's just so fierce and you can't take your eyes off her when she dances. So I am really excited about her coming back as a mama. I think that her and Jason will do good. I think that, and tell me if you can remember this. This couple gives me vibes of Allison Holker and Andy Grammer.
I thought that too. I've seen his season, so I know it.
Yeah, that is very similar to what I think that this is gonna be. I'm really interested to see sort of what Jason's strengths are, you know. Daniela has had the luxury of being able to do a lot of like swag, sort of
Yeah.
like type of.
And then you have Jason.
Yeah, and then you got Jason Mraz. So, you're really gonna have to find, what his strength is. But she's gonna kill it, and yeah, I'm excited to see what they do.
Same. All right, let's address the elephant in the room: Adrian Peterson and Britt.
Oh, see, is this an elephant? I know nothing about Adrian Peterson.
Um, let's just say his history of domestic violence is so long that it would take me 4 screenshots to send you all of it.
Oh, oh,
Like,
wow. Okay.
like
Um,
that's why people are mad that he's on the show and with Britt is because of his
oh,
history.
okay. So, but what is he as a celebrity? Is he a football player?
Football player.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that I did not know any of that. That's crazy. But again, if there's anything I know about ABC and Dancing with the Stars, they will not care. They will make this guy probably be glowing. Also, ABC loves their football players,
That's so true. But
Um,
they could have picked literally anyone else. Like I
oh,
don't watch football, and I could have probably picked 5 more people.
oh, 100%. But it's also like you have to sort of think like there's no way they didn't know about his history.
Oh goodness, no!
Exactly. So that means that they knew and just completely didn't care. So yeah.
I
Uh,
hate to say this, but I think Dina Katz needs to be fired from Dance with the Stars. But
Dina Katz is, I don't know. I used to praise her because I'd be like, whoa, Dina, like your casting choices, girl, are incredible. But Dina, I don't know. I just have heard things. Like I said, I have a friend who works, she's literally a PA on one of the late shows, and she's met Dina Katz. And Dina Katz is very like, a nice way of saying like bought and paid for. you
yeah,
know,
I get what you
the
mean.
girl, like that woman is like the Kris Jenner of casting. Like she
Ooh,
knows how to get herself into rooms and advocate for like, the Hollywood elites.
yeah,
So, but yeah, but with all that aside, if we're just going based on like general casting, this will be the first time Britt has got a football player. So we'll
that's true.
how she does. Honestly, I don't know how long they'll last. I just don't see him standing out in this field, this particular.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
Um, Lele Pons and Brandon.
Okay, so Jason Mraz was your couple with Daniela. This is my
I love that.
couple, and I literally, oh my god, I could say so many things. I'm so excited about this
Me
couple.
too.
Um, Firstly, I think that if there is anybody who has been in the good graces of casting. It is Brandon Armstrong. When you look at the roster that this man has had, it's impeccable, right? You're Jeannie Mai, Tinashe, Jordan Sparks, like
And now Lele Pons.
had incredible, incredible partners. And I think that this is sort of one of the things about what I was saying earlier about like Val being on the show. I think I saw this reaction on Instagram and they were like, oh, we love this, but Brandon's going to have to step up with his personality. And my initial thought was, I think Brandon does have a lot of personality. I just think that they don't show it, you
I
know? And
agree. I agree.
I think that it's almost like a catch 22 because they give Brandon these amazing partners because they want him to go far, but yet they don't show him nearly enough on
No.
the show. So I think that this is going to be, this is my bold prediction. Brandon and Lele will make a semifinal, at least. Because
Oh,
here's the thing, Lele is massive. You don't have to be a fan of Lele to know that this girl has fans. And like, I hate to break it to you, but there's more places in the world than just America. And
yeah.
she's huge in the Latin community. They love and adore Lele over
Oh,
there.
I have her in the finale.
Yeah, and so it's like I can so see that community rallying behind Lele to get her into the later seasons. Like I just see it. Like also I think that she's gonna have the Charlie D'Amelio effect on me, as opposed to like when Charlie first joined the show, I was like, yeah, she's a good dancer, but like, okay, she's
Yeah.
been her whole life, like good for her. And then I saw her on the show and I liked her personality. And I was like, oh my God, she's actually such a sweet, like, nice girl. And she's like kind of misunderstood. And, you know, I get that. Lele, I think that Lele has a massive personality and she has a giant, you know, she's Miss Personality to the T. I think her magic spot will be if Brandon can find a way to match her big
Yeah.
personality with really good, memorable routines. I think she's going to hit it out of the park.
I
This
agree.
has been Latin dancing, like real, not like Dancing with the Stars. Oh, we're gonna do a cha
She
cha.
has a
Girl
samba week
doing
too.
Latin dancing since she was little, and I'm like, no. All I've never been so excited to see a samba in a day in my life. I'm like,
Well,
Lele is gonna kill that.
well,
But
we
yeah,
don't have to wait long. Week 2, she has the
oh,
samba. She
I know. I saw that, and I was literally so excited. So yes, this is my team. I think that if they brand them correctly,
which
and
I
I
think they
that
will.
yeah, and I think that if they allow Brandon to be himself and showcase that, yeah, this couple's going to the semifinals. She's gonna kill it.
Since they already been announced, I have my final 4 predictions.
Oh, really?
Sochi,
Okay, go ahead.
Sochi and Val. This is
Mm-hmm.
no particular order. Sochi and Val, Jason and Daniela, Lele and Brandon, and then either Ariana and Pasha or Charity and Artem. I'm not
Okay.
sure which one out of the two.
Okay.
But that's my prediction currently.
Okay.
Who wins? No idea.
No idea.
Um,
Okay. I think I have a little bit of a different final four, and you can tell me
okay.
what you think about it, but I might save it till the end.
Yeah, save yours to the end. One thing I want to say about Lele real quick, I'm excited to see her in ballroom. Like, we obviously know she's known for her Latin dancing and
Yeah.
all that, but it'd be interesting to see her outside her comfort zone.
100%. And I think that people will actually really love it. You know, I think that people will find it really beautiful and endearing, you know. Um, yeah, I watched her documentary and, you know, she's such an advocate for mental health.
I
And
love it.
so I think that if she like gets like a beautiful like Viennese waltz,
Oh my
ugh.
God, I can't wait. All right, we have 5 more people to talk about. Mira Silvano and Gleb. Now, this is a person I know very well.
Okay, so tell me about her.
So she's an Oscar winner.
Okay.
She unfortunately won for the Woody Allen film, but that's not her fault. I don't blame her for that because she was the first
Speaking
one.
of controversial.
She was the first one to call him out. So
Oh, okay.
that's why she was blacklisted from Hollywood for a while.
Ugh.
Yeah, but she's probably most famous for her role in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Okay.
That's
No.
probably where that's probably where most people know her from.
Okay.
She has ballet training. She does have some dance experience. I'm
Okay.
expecting Layla Thompson. Sorry, not Layla. Leah Thompson
Leah.
vibes.
Okay.
But I'm curious to see how she does with Gleb, though. This is kind of a different partner for him.
Which I oh god, Gleb is getting on my nerves right now. I think that Gleb works with partners that are out of his comfort zone. I think that so often he gets like the really gorgeous, like
Yeah,
model looking women. And I think that he just falls flat with people like that. So
I
we'll see.
agree. I was agreeing with you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah.
Um, Jamie Lynn Spears and Alan. First off, I'm surprised she was a last minute casting because my friend Caroline and I had her predicted since April.
Really?
Yeah, we were like, oh, Jamie Lynn
I,
Spears. They're going to ask her right away. She was
really?
only casted like a week and a half ago.
Well, no, why did you guys think that she was gonna be on?
The controversial
Yeah,
angle.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't expect Adrian Peterson, but Jamie Lynn Spears, I was like, okay, that's the controversial angle. That's the angle they're gonna go for. I mean, they did have Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding, not in the same season, but I'm like, okay, Jamie Lynn Spears obviously makes sense, and sure enough, there she is.
Yeah. Um yeah, I don't even know. It's weird. I know a lot of people hate Jamie. And I think my hot take is like I genuinely don't have an opinion on her. Like it's almost worse for her because I feel like sometimes if you like somebody or if you don't like somebody, that's better if you're completely indifferent on them. And when I say I do not think about Jamie Lynn Spears, like the girl is so irrelevant to me, but like not in like a mean way. I'm just like, okay, people care about Jamie Lynn Spears, I guess, you know? So I really could care less about her. As far as her being with Alan, I saw a moment on GMA that made me think, okay, now I get this partnership. At first I was like, poor Alan, man.
Yep,
He is
same.
constantly having to like do reconnaissance, but one of the things I saw that really kind of warmed my heart was there's a moment where, first of all, Jamie always looks a mess. She needs to
Yeah,
fire her stylist. I'm like, girl, I know you have some money that you stole from that conservative ship. Why are you walking around looking like a hot mess, girl? Get some better extensions and, like, this greasy makeup has got to stop. Anyways, there was this moment on GMA where she's talking and you can see her getting like overwhelmed, and Alan just puts his hand on her shoulder and starts rubbing her like
wow,
really, really gently. And that really was like sweet to me because you could
same.
tell that he is going to be the thing that's like her positive anchor on this season. And we love Alan, but he's usually been a very like hard taskmaster type of
Yeah,
coach, and I think that, at least hopefully, I think that he is going to really want to try to be softer with Jamie and sort of like just give her a positive experience. It's very similar to like how Sasha and Tanya were,
yeah,
where everybody despised Tanya, and Sasha's sole mission was to like cover her ears and make sure that like she did not get affected by any of the hate. And so I
I
think that's what we're going to sort of see from Alan, is just like him really trying to like,
console her.
yeah, console her. So, yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how she will do as a dancer, especially among this cast. Like
Yeah,
that's the biggest question.
I think that this might be one of Alan's probably earliest exits.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think she'll be first out though. The person who's next, I think, will be first out.
Okay.
Maurizio Yamansky and Emma. I think he is for sure going to be the first out. Like, I'm sorry, that guy looks like he has zero rhythm in his bones.
Like,
even the comedian, which we'll get to right after, it looks like he has more rhythm than Maurizio does. Like, I'm sorry, Emma, but you're done.
gosh, that
And it
is
helps the fact that no one knows who he is. He's a husband of a housewife.
literally, who is he?
He's literally the husband of Kyle Richards. And
That's her husband?
yep. And
See,
he's
I know who
also
Kyle Richards is.
yeah.
Kyle Richards. Whoa.
And he is also on a Netflix show called Buying Beverly Hills. But
First of all, I would not have thought that Kyle Richards was his wife. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe is Emma entering her flop era? That makes me.
Emma's the female Tony. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but I think she's slowly becoming the new Tony.
Yeah, I don't know because like Emma was my girl for a long time. Like, oh my gosh. I just think that like I don't know. I honestly don't know. The partner selection she has, and I get that she's quite eclectic,
Yeah.
personality wise and quirky, but like I still don't get some of the partners they've given her.
Yeah.
What in what world is that a good fit? But whatever. Yeah, I don't care about this pairing.
Mm.
I don't.
He's definitely gonna be forgotten, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of those people that is like, oh yeah, he's there. Oh yeah, he's there. And like, God bless Emma. She's always so enthusiastic, no matter how much of like a dud she gets. But like, like give her. I want Emma to get a ringer next season. I'm putting that out
Same.
there. Get this girl a ringer because she needs something to like, pep her step back up.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully she does it. I'm speaking of someone who needs a good partner. Coco. She has Matt Walsh from Veep. You don't know who he is, so he plays the White House press secretary on Veep, which is a very funny show.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Um, he's actually a two-time Emmy nominee, so he's not a nobody. Like, this is a guy who's been nominated for awards. He's very funny. Like, he's definitely
Oh,
witty and honest.
okay.
I don't know how good of a dancer he will be, but if anyone could pull some magic, it's definitely Coco. Like, we see
Yeah.
that with Vinny. Like, if
Yeah.
anyone can pull that out of him, it's definitely her.
Yeah, I think that you telling me that he's really funny, I think that that is going to go a massive way with the audience. I think that if he can make the judges laugh, make the audience laugh, if he can give a lot of really memorable moments, then he can see himself in this competition maybe longer than he expected.
I agree with him.
Um, that height difference seems insane though.
I
Like I
know.
saw him and he looks really tall and Coco is like 5'2". So I'm like, wait, who did this to this girl? Why would you do that? That is so awful. But yeah, I think that Coco will definitely make a memorable routine.
I agreed.
Yeah, I really, really loved her partnership with Vinny last season. I just thought that they were a match made in
Agreed.
Dancing with the Stars heaven. I think that Vinny was like the perfect partner for her first partnership. So yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I want to see her wear a ringer, though. I want to see what she would do with someone like that.
Okay.
Like, like that's the only thing I'm most curious about Coco going forward is what she would do with someone with tons of dance experience. Like,
Yeah.
and the last one, Barry Williams and PETA, the Brady Bunch.
PETA. They like what did PETA do to production that like has her doing this? Like it, I follow PETA and Sharna both on Instagram.
Yeah,
PETA has been nothing but excited to rejoin the show. Especially like after last season, she said like, and I get it, it was so therapeutic and beautiful for her after like
yeah.
suffering of the like IVF and miscarriages, and then she came back on Dancing with the Stars and it like lit her spirit, and then right after she actually gets pregnant, like
It was a
it
great moment.
story. And so I was really hoping that, like, I'm glad to see her back, but I just feel like y'all gave this woman the old man. Like, what are you doing?
Well, let me explain. Originally, I thought the same thing too, but I was watching him like during the cast announcement, and they did like behind the scenes during like the photo shoot. He has some moves. Like he was moving his legs, shaking his hips. Like he actually has some moves in him. I'm like legit
Really?
surprised.
Really? You know what I think that this might be? Do you remember? Oh my gosh.
Tommy Chung,
Remember? No, no, no. Emma had this partner.
Bill
Uh,
Inwolf,
and he like they stuck in for a really long time and nobody was expecting him to like go that far. And he was like so good. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name and it's
Bill
pissing me.
Inwolf from season 17. Was it
Who?
Anders? Bill Inwolf, the
Yeah,
comedian.
I think it was him. I think it was him.
Yeah,
I think it was
because he
him.
made a finale.
Yes, and it was like one of those things where people were like, "Wait, how in the world did this happen?" But I think he may, if you're telling me that you saw rhythm in him, he may have that sort of thing going on
Yeah,
for him. Um, we'll see though. You never know, but yeah, we'll
he
see.
definitely won't be first out. That I'm sure of.
No, and I think that like maybe with like the absence of Lennon stuff, he can like really, if he plays his card right, like play like America's grandpa sort of
Yeah,
role, you know? And
exactly.
him really that can make him really endearing.
I agree. That is the cast. We do not know the themes yet, but I'm sure Kristen Burr will leak those out next week, probably.
Probably.
And I think by Thursday we'll know what everyone's dancing to week one.
Oh, next week Thursday, you mean?
Yeah, that'll be probably the press
Oh, okay.
reveal.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what everyone gets week one. I definitely think Harry and Tyson have cha cha. That's for sure. Like I'm 100% sure on
Yeah. And if that's the case, then I would probably say Tyson will probably better cha
that.
cha.
Bring out the jewel buckets for Carolina Bruno. God knows both of them are gonna need.
Yeah.
Um, who's gonna be the highest score? I think probably Sochi might be the top score. Like I could see it going back and forth between Sochi, Lele, and Jason. Like I could see it going back and forth between those three all season.
Okay, okay. And with that, I want to say my final four. Um, oh, are we not going to get there
No,
yet?
no, I'm giving you the signal to go ahead and say
Okay. So let me see. I think that we're going to have Zochi and Val.
it. Yeah.
I think that we're going to have Lele and Brandon. I think we're going to have Tyson and Jenna.
Ooh, interesting. I like that.
And then I think that we're going to have. Hmm. Who do well, maybe Charity and Artem. We'll see though. I don't know. We'll see. That fourth spot is open for me. Something wants to tell me that like we're gonna have a like pretty much all female finale, but
I'm
we'll
thinking that too.
yeah
But
we'll
I think out of the men, Jason's probably the only one likely to get in the finale out of all the men.
yeah Jason yeah I'm gonna put my top three as Lele, Zochi, and Tyson, and then that fourth spot anyone can really just go into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think Ariana will probably close out the premiere. Like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I get that. She's probably their biggest star, like, most relevant star. Yeah, I can see that
And I
too.
think Allison will open the season. Like I think Allison will be the first one out. Like the first
Okay.
one dancing.
Yeah. I could see that, or I could see Gleb and his partner being.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you think about the cast, and who would you like to see on Dance with the Stars in the future. That's what I'm most curious about. Jojo, thank you so much for joining me. It was amazing having you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. We got to do this again. I
We
love
definitely will, that's for sure.
it.
Um, see you guys next time.
Bye.